Today we'll be talking about Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, the anime summer blockbuster that topped up a total of $62 million at the box office. This movie marked the return of our favorite overlord, Frieza, onto the big screen and gave the Saiyans a brand new transformation. Sounds incredible, right? Wrong. Resurrection F wasn't the worst film in the Dragon Ball franchise. I can think of plenty others that deserve that title. Second Coming. But anyway, Resurrection F is not without its issues. I get that it's supposed to be a fun popcorn movie, but the reason I'm making this video is because it could have been so much more. So, without further ado, this is how to fix Resurrection F. The first thing that needs to be ironed out is all of the minute plot holes and stupid shit in the movie. You know, stuff like the 1.3 million line and the fact that Shisame, according to Sorbet, is as strong as Dodoria and Zarbon and that he beats Piccolo with ease. Those can be all written out, however, and most of them have in the new sequel series Dragon Ball Super. Anyway, we're focusing on the original movie here, so let's move on. The number one major aspect I'd like to change is the ending. Instead of incorporating Whis' time travel and performing a Goku Ex Machina like every other Dragon Ball movie, I'd change it to a more intriguing ending. The official ending is that when Goku gets incapacitated by Sorbet and when Golden Frieza begins to torture Goku, Vegeta comes in and starts beating on Frieza. Vegeta manages to get Frieza back into his full form, but then he actually blows up the Earth, causing Vegeta and everyone else to die. Then Whis quickly rewinds time and then the Goku Ex Machina ensues. I hate this ending, as no character development happens except for Goku. To fix this ending, I would have had Goku getting still shot by Sorbet's ring, and then Vegeta becoming Super Saiyan Blue. The changes happen now. What if Vegeta actually tortures Frieza angrily, painfully, and slowly? He enjoys it. He sort of has a sickening urge to continue, slowly acting like his villain self. He continues to pummel on Frieza, making it the most violent act in Dragon Ball. When he's beating up on Frieza, slowly acting like his former self, Goku notices this and reasons with Vegeta to let go of his past, accept what happened to his race, and to move on. At first, Vegeta is unable to bring himself to finish Frieza off once and for all. He enjoys to continue the agony he is facing. Then, he thinks of Bulma, Trunks, and Bra and the relationships he's made on Earth. Flashes of them appear on screen, and then he stops his actions and takes Goku's advice. He finally kills Frieza humanely with a pressure point blow, and the movie ends. Another aspect of Resurrection F I'd like to fix is the battle locations. In the original movie, they look so boring and they're just typical grass fields and mountains. In my version of Resurrection F, which will be renamed Resurrection FP from now on, the 1,000 soldier fight will be set in West City. Oh wait, we can't have one awesomely designed Frieza soldier since this is Resurrection F after all. We need them CGI'd, really low quality, and copied and pasted. Obviously. Anyway, the city location actually gives the Z fighters more of a reason to primarily use martial arts techniques, rather than ki blasts of course. The director of the movie, Tadayoshi Yamamuro, made Krillin, Tien, and the rest of the fighters do more hand-to-hand combat in the movie, but they didn't say why they are doing it exactly. They could all use their ki to destroy the 1,000 soldiers very easily, but yet they drag it out for the sake of the movie. With the city location in my hypothetical Resurrection FP, there would be civilians present so they would have no choice to use physical moves. Like if Gohan used the huge ki blast that he did in the official movie, everyone would be killed including the civilians. The city would be used as a more interactive set piece. Maybe Gohan could turn into the Great Saiyaman and just start beating on Frieza soldiers. That would be awesome. Or better still, if the same thing happened to launch in the city and then what Tien would do is come in and save her, then she sneezes at the debris dust and then rides away on her motorbike as her blonde self. There are just so many possibilities with this city location. I could go on for ages on how this could be incorporated in Resurrection FP, but let's move on. The third problem that needs to be fixed with the movie is Beerus and Whis. Yes, I know they were brand new characters at the time and they had to be reintroduced somehow, but god damn, they were so annoying at the end. During the Goku vs Golden Frieza fight, they come in and start interrupting it with their banter. Not only does that mess up the flow of the fight, reducing the total length of it obviously, but it also ruins the suspense of the fight as a whole as well. You see, we have two overpowered gods there that can wipe out Frieza at any time. Now what's the fun in that? The audience needs to fear Frieza in this movie. Like, come on, it was his comeback movie after 15 years for God's sake. In my fixed version of the movie, Beerus and Whis would have more screen time in the first act and that's it. Even though them talking in the original was pretty funny and childlike, it did distract from the fight itself. So that leads on to my next point. Frieza should have been more of a threat, especially in his golden form. The scene that really annoys me is when Goku and Vegeta find out Frieza's weakness very easily. Here, I'll show you guys.
Kakarot, I'll take my turn now if you want.
Oh, come on! That's not fair! The only reason you're volunteering now is because you see his weakness too!
See my weakness?
Now look at that. That is so disrespectful to the character of Frieza and what he represents. They were merely arguing over it, debating on who should beat Frieza first. Like, what were they thinking when they came up with that part? Shouldn't the all-powerful Frieza not be talked about as a fucking training target? I know a few other people that are upset by the scene, including Frieza himself, so say a few words, man.
Yeah, man, as I'm the most incredible person in the universe, especially with my swaggy new golden form, those monkeys knowing about my weakness all along was a pretty stupid move by Toriyama. So disrespectful to the Grand Overlord, aka me.
Oh, I completely understand, man. I feel you. Anyway, how I would fix this scene is I would have Frieza have the upper hand for the majority of the fight. Then once Goku is all beaten up and Frieza has used a lot of his stamina, Goku notices a quick flicker of golden to white, symbolizing that he can't use his form for much longer. Also, there should be no conversation with Goku about him already realizing it, and them arguing like children of who will beat Frieza. But I digress. Along with the whole Frieza debate, another placement choice that needs to be fixed is the insert song F by Maximum the Hormone. Now please do not get this mixed up. I love F by Maximum the Hormone, it's one of their best songs. The only issue I have with the song during the fight is that it wasn't played for long enough. So what I would do is I would have it playing through pretty much most of the fight. The final few notes to add is that Android 18 should have been included in the Z-Fighter roster against the Frieza soldiers. Like she said in the original movie, 18 is stronger than Krillin, so it just makes sense. Just make up that Marin just needs to go to preschool or something. Problem solved. Furthermore, Boo should have been Frieza's punching bag to knock out in one punch, not Gohan. I say this because Boo clearly indicates more that Frieza has gotten way stronger compared to Gohan, which wasn't a good measuring unit to begin with. By the way, Frieza was the same man that feared the Super Saiyan legend, so wouldn't he just be a little bit more cautious to face one so soon, even with his training? Now the final thing that needs to be fixed is the CGI. Just make it go away, like gosh, it's almost as bad as the CGI Shenron in the Dragon Ball GT English dub intro. To wrap up here, those are all of the notable changes fixed in my opinion of Resurrection F. Oh, and hey Toriyama, please, you should have called it Revival of Frieza, not Resurrection F. I know the F bit was supposed to be in reference to the song of the same name, but it's just a little more recognizable if it was just spelled out as Frieza instead. Now moving on to you guys. Please leave a like on this video and comment your opinions down below. Just support the video as much as you can, share it on social media, get it out to people, make people watch it, you know, like the video, share it on Twitter, do all of that kind of stuff. Thank you very much for the support already. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. See you later.